What is going on, YouTube people? New York Cards and Comics here. Jim Lee CGC reveal. The cards are back from the Jim Lee CGC Signature Series signing event. I sent four cards, not two, four. They were $125 a pop, I believe, sent them about 2 months ago. They came back in this past weekend. Wasn't super concerned with the grades per se. I'm thrilled with one of the cards in regards to how it looks. Great. I'm not even talking anything about how the card's graded. I'm thrilled with one of the cards. I am mediocre on two and very disappointed in one of them. And we'll kind of talk about it here. And it goes to the way they were signed and the placements of the signature. You can see I have the McFarlane stuff sitting back here, and we'll kind of look at those as we move through these. This will be pretty quick. So first up, 90 MU hologram, Wolverine, Jim Lee artwork. This is one of the ones that I was just kind of like, okay, that's fine. And we got an 8.5 on this one. And my mediocreness on this one is the fact that they used a Sharpie on the hollow and it kind of streaked a little bit. And I don't know, it looks okay just sitting there like this. It's fine. I don't know if I like the black Sharpie on this card. I guess if it catches the light a certain way, it's all right. This was, like I said, I'm not upset about the 8.5 at all. I could care less about that. This was a PSA 8 crack out. I bought this card in a PSA 8 and cracked it because I wanted something that was, I knew was at least a decent grade because these are really tricky. So I wasn't expecting this at like 9 or 10 or anything crazy. My mehness on this is the signature itself. Not so much I guess not the signature itself, the choice of ink, the tool that the artist chose. Who am I to question Jim Lee? But it just felt like the Sharpie streaks on the hollow a little bit. So obviously, we don't care if it grades a 10 auto or anything crazy like that, but love the card. One of my favorite ones from that design. So that is card number 1. Card number 2. This was the 92 X-Men Jim Lee hologram. I thought this one looked pretty clean, but these are very, very tough on the edges. You can see that lightning on the back edge almost all the way around. Don't mind the dust. For whatever reason, listen, I'm going to mention this every time I do a CGC unboxing. One, the way that they ship them back in a little container with their little slots is nice. They're the dustiest things ever. This dust gets everywhere and it's a pain to get off. 2, CGC, fix your return shipping. Let me reroute it to a FedEx site to pick up. Why does it have to be delivered directly to my door? I get that you want signature, but let me redirect it to a FedEx pickup location if I'm not going to be home. So, rant aside, this was the other one I was kind of meh on. Got an 8.5, which once again, not surprised. These holograms are ridiculously tough grades. Once again, though, with the black Sharpie, this one looks a little better. It's a little streaked, not too crazy. The placement's not too bad, but when it catches the light, it actually looks pretty okay. So like I said, I'm just kind of on this one. My problem is that the McFarlane stuff set the bar so high on these that I was kind of expecting that level of care, and I just don't feel like it happened with the Jim Lee signing as much. So that's that one. It looks good. It really looks good in the slab too. The gold hologram with the black and gold signature series custom label. I shouldn't say custom, not a custom label, but the signature series specific label looks pretty good on that one. All right. This one I was very, very disappointed in. This was the card that I probably wanted the signature on the most. It's the base version of the hologram card. And once again, this was a PSA 9 crack out. I cracked this out of a PSA 9 slab because once again, I wanted something that was pretty clean. I didn't have anything handy. And I didn't want to buy raw on eBay for like $10 more. I could get a PSA 9. These aren't very expensive in PSA 9s to begin with. So the grade is a 9, perfectly acceptable. It's kind of what I thought it would be. My problem is the signature. Once again, Sharpie and black Sharpie right over the middle of the body where it's almost hard to tell that the card is signed. I don't know why you wouldn't sign either A, up here somewhere in the sky, or B, use a silver paint pen or something else. Whatever. Pick a different color, pick a colored paint pen and use that. And I'll give you a direct comparison. So this is from the McFarlane signing, and you could see Todd signed up here where it made sense. I mean, he perfectly placed his auto, so it went, between the little of the masks. And it fits on there just perfectly, and he used a pen that makes sense. I think I sent 5 cards to the McFarlane signing. Every one of them was signed in a different ink, and every one of them, the ink made sense with the card. Now, I don't know the inner workings of this stuff. I've never done one of these private signings, and I didn't specify anything. I don't even know if you can on cards. But I don't know if it was Todd had a more conscious level of care on what he was signing with and where, or CGC was directing him, and that either didn't happen here, or Jim Lee doesn't have the same level of, I guess care is the easiest term to use when he signs. He just signs and moves on, whatever it is, what it is. But I was very, very disappointed in this card in regards to how it looks. The signature's fine. It didn't streak or anything, but just the placement with black ink right over the dark shadow area in the body. I mean, even when it catches the light and the glare, it's a little tricky to see. So pretty disappointed in this one. And this is one of the cards that I really, really, really want to back. Once again, I'll use another Todd example. You can see here, he used the white paint pen across the body. And I mean, there is no better signature on a card than this one with the white paint, with the white suit off the Venom. I mean, he did this all on his own. I didn't specify anything. Like I said, I don't even know if you can specify on CGC card signings. I would definitely ask in the future if I did one of these. Because I think if they use a white, like imagine this card with a white paint pen, down here, or a silver paint pen across the middle. I don't know. The last one I am very, very happy with. This one looks absolutely fantastic. I'm also excited about the grade on it. 92 Jim Lee, base Magneto. This one pulled the 10. I pack pulled this one. I thought this had a pretty decent shot to 10. I've graded a lot of these cards. I kind of know what to look for on these in regards to sending them in. But this one, he used a silver paint pen on, and it looks fantastic. This card looks absolutely great. Love this card. I'm thrilled by this. I'm very, very happy and very, very pleased with this one. I think this one looks absolutely fantastic. Very excited about this one. The grade is a cherry on top, but the silver paint pen on this just looks great. I mean, could not ask for better. A little Master of Magnetism plus some silver paint pen. Just looks really, really good. I have this card in a PSA 10 base. I have the hologram in a PSA 9. I thought about sending one of the holograms, and I'm kind of glad I didn't now with after the way these holograms kind of turned out. So if I was going to do it again in the future, specifically with a Jim Lee card signing, I would definitely be reaching out to see if I can include little sticky notes to say, hey, please sign in X, Y, or Z thing in X, Y, or Z location. I know people do that with comics a lot, and people do it with cards. So either, what do you guys think? Was this my mistake not specifying, even if I could? Or is this, come on, guys, do a better job on this? Especially, like I said, these two, I'm a little indifferent on. That streakiness is going to bug me a little bit on that one. I don't know. Am I being hypercritical here on the signatures? This one, though, feels a little egregious. This is the one that I'm very disappointed by. But I guess it's counterbalanced by being absolutely thrilled with this one. So that's all I got for you, boys and girls. If you send in for the signing, curious to see how yours looks, shoot them to me on Instagram or post them in my Discord, whatever one's easiest for you, or Twitter/X. All that stuff's in the description of the video down below. Catch you boys and girls on the next one. Peace.